So 112 Ocean Ave was the original name and address for the Amityville haunted house. If you watch Ed and Lorraine Warren's movies like Annabelle, that Lorraine, they went to this Amityville house to do some type of seance. So it's was changed to 412 Ocean Avenue and 108 Ocean Avenue. So 108 could be October 8th, August 10th, August 1st, January 8th. Okay, anything with the anagram of those numbers. 112 could be 211, 12, 112, like Cupid. We're talking about love and how you find love, and that helps you in spiritual realm if it's true love without any tethers, any negative energy. 412, Valentine's Day, St. Valentine's, the beekeeper, the beehive. So this is part 5 of January 2nd birthday decode. So the Lutz family moved into the home after the Amityville horror happened. Go look up the Amityville horror. It's about Butch DeFeo taking out his whole family in the middle of the night. And it's a very interesting story, so go look at that or go watch the movies. They have lots of movies. So when we think about 214, February 14th, are the address. 412 for Ocean Avenue. Think about Frank Ocean and his brother getting into a car accident and hitting the tree and passing away. Part of the spiritual ley lines, the spiritual paths, okay? Frank Ocean, look up his brother and the tree. It's a lot. So when you see Papa Legba, his feast day being November 2nd, which is 112, think about 112. Papa Legba is associated with Mama Bridget. Okay, so then you think about Mama Bridget is associated with, Mary Magdalene, Bridget of Kildare, Mary Magdalene, Oya. So think about Little Mermaid and Ariel and the red hair energy. So in the Amityville horror, the father was like an Italian mobster or ex. He owned a car dealership. And then the mother, she was a Brigante. Brigante goes with Mama Bridget, St. Bridget, the Bridget. So probably her DNA line could get into the St. Bridget energy. So Butch DeFeo's mother energy could go there. So when Butch DeFeo took out about 6 people in his family, those are all birthdays. So they all passed away between November 12th and 13th because it was November 12th, went to sleep. November 13th, he took out everybody. So those are a lot of birthdays. So if you look up all those birthdays, imagine the portals. And the Lutz family. What I did notice about the Lutz family moved into the house. A lot of their portals were connected to the portals of those people that had passed away and Bush DeFeo's as well. Sometimes someone can move into a house and they're not haunted. Other times people get haunted. I'm the type, I'm going to be haunted if it's a haunting, if it's connected to my birthday. If I move into a house and no one has passed away or lived or nothing tragic happened around my birthday, I probably won't feel it. Maybe my daughter might feel it because maybe it's connected to her birthday. So now I'm like, nothing's wrong. And she's like, nah, there is. So I know that when people move into houses, they may not feel the energetic frequency because their birthday is not connected to anything. But the minute your birthday is connected to something in your house that happened tragically before, that's when you specifically get haunted. So for me to see Miss Delicia's niece in my dream, it wasn't random. It was something connected to me. I was hospital napped February 13th. My birthday is February 27th. I was hospital napped for 13 days. And this is where I learned a lot about how people talk in spiritual realm and purgatory. Because I was on my way out, but I came back to my body because I almost passed away in this hospital in Kentucky. That's when I found out a lot. But when I got out, this past 6 years, I figured out how to manage spiritual realm. So I'm not going to, be taken when I get awakened. I'm going to manage my spiritual energy to understand this is all true. Spiritual life exists, but just go to work, take care of my kids, walk the line, and that's it. That's the biggest deal, is to stay financially fit on this realm and to be happy. And then just know about spiritual realm, know it is true, and know we do travel. We time travel. Time is just one circle around every time we go around the sun over and over again. So for me to see her niece means like her niece is trying to say, hey, like sometimes you're in purgatory, and if they use you for a ritual in the other realm, then you're kind of stuck there and you need someone to help you. So a lot of people like me, or Taylor, or Darian, or different people that could see codes on TikTok, YouTube, we try to tell you guys so you could help. Because I could help, but imagine if, Miss Delicious is still alive and she understood a code. She'd go down there and help her niece cross over. Because a lot of times they're trapping good souls in purgatory and trading them for bad souls. If you ever watch like the Us movie, the Get Out movie, In Her Eyes movies, people are not all the way there, and people are not all the way crossed over. Some people are still living as slaves back in the day, still didn't cross over. Some people still today are still in mental slavery. Some people in real life, a lot of us are working for not that much money for what the prices are, real slavery. But your brain could be free, and this is where we talk about like the Smiths, the Andersons, the Matrix, the Zions. So hopefully you learning this, being in the portal of 1/2, 112 to 11, you could go, dream about her and say, hey, let me help you move over, okay? Or maybe let me contact, your auntie Delicious and tell her, hey, Miss Anderson might need some help crossing over. Because that's what I'm getting, is that they need to cross over. And more of you guys that know that she might be stuck. Like Malcolm in the middle, Malcolm Jamal Warner, like this ritual, stuck in the middle. So, I love Lucy. Just think about Ice Spice being born January 1st, one day before your birthday, January 2nd. She's connected to Mama Bridget. A lot of times her hair is like Mama Bridget, same Bridget. Think about Annie having red hair, Annabelle Doll having red hair, Mama Bridget having red hair. She carries chilies and rum. So this is just part of this blue eyes, red hair energy. In real life, Lucille Ball was a blonde hair. You have Takeoff. Takeoff's last name is Ball, like Lucille Ball. He passed away right after Halloween, and someone in the picture was holding a Chucky doll. So things are random, but they're really not. It's synchronicity, talking through numbers and names and birthdays. And Haiti and the energy from there and revolution and being free financially and free mentally is very important. Also, the red color of love, being in love, and being in love with someone who's untethered to badness. Like toxic love usually takes you down, but true love without toxicity or healed people could bring in that in. So like to Zion the Matrix, since we're just going through the Malcolm Jamal Warner, August 18th to July 20th. Then you have Mac Miller, like Malcolm. Think about Malcolm in the middle of the TV show. So Malcolm, when he passes away, in real life, if it was good energy wanting to pass, good energy doesn't want you to pass before your children. They want you to raise your children and grow old. So that's a negative energy that took him out. Yes, you could have get swimming and you drown and all that good stuff. But you go to purgatory after something happens. And in purgatory, they can still hold you in the middle, especially if you don't know how to cross over. And based on it being August 18th, which is 818, and July 20th, which is 720, or it could be 721 because it's slash, or 217. This energy is like a gematria calling card. Because look, red in gematria is 27, July 20th. Okay, August 18th, 818. Okay, May 4th, Audrey Hepburn is the birthday, May 4th. And the Sophia robot is based off Audrey Hepburn. So that's based off her birthday, based off her energy. So 818, Malcolm Jamal, 27, 720. It reads like that was a lot going on. So when he crosses over, his numbers are very strong. And he seemed like he was a good person. When good people cross over, they're like high stakes of like taking. They're going to heaven if they've done all the right things. Heaven on earth, which is future heaven on earth, which means they're passing away, but they don't have much to say sorry for. So say you have 4 days in purgatory and you say sorry one day for all the things you've done. You've repented. You're ready to cross over. For 3 days, you could be an angel and travel and tell everybody everything you need to do. You could save people. But on that 4th day, if you don't get back to your body, and that 4th day could be 10 minutes. You could be on that beach for 10 minutes, not breathing, and come back. But in your head, it was 4 days. Sometimes you can't come back because they actually do. People in purgatory are very strong. Negative energy in purgatory, they do not want to be stuck there. So they do try to grab onto energy. That's the point of knowing your birthday portals when people connected. You want to make a dream team. So when you're sleeping, you have a dream team. So you escape the purgatory and come back to future heaven on earth or back to your body. So whenever you see her being used, it's always usually used for Ice Spice, Mama Bridget, Saint Bridget. It's usually a ritual. She was in that Super Bowl box. It was the same thing. The red pyramid of Ramses, the nose, the eclipses. Like I said, February 12th, that came up. Gucci Man, Roderick Davis, married to Keisha Dior. And then you have Gucci pass away on 1/2. And then her last name being Davis. Jasmine Aladdin, the genie. Will Smith, the aliens, time travel. Independence Day, 4th of July. There's also a nun born on your birthday, so we'll have to go into that in the next part. Okay.